This is going to be a huge movie to wake up the world, and the world will wake up, and the world will march forth together arm in arm, because human beings are gentle, loving, decent creatures. Hi, Ellie Weber. Welcome back to our channel, my dear family and friends, brothers and sisters, starseeds all, and everybody else. Okay, we're all included in this unification of humanity against a common enemy. We're coming into the final days, I believe, of this great transformation. This has been brewing for many decades, many centuries, many thousands of years, really. We're coming to an age where we're going to defeat the energy. I want to get in this particular video, I want to get really specific about some of these things. This is about the scare event. It's about the EBS. It's about the crash. It's about the D-class. It's about military law, about martial law, about shutdown, about 3 days of darkness, about 10 days of darkness. I want to give a kind of a brief outline of how I think this is all going to unfold. Please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can send you other videos, smash the like button, check everything out in the show more, and let's rock. So we're coming rapidly. It is, the beginning of April, really the middle. We're almost coming to the middle of April. I believe some major events could come down on 4/20. That's a very big day. It could be sooner, it could be later, but we're coming into a kind of a colossal juncture here as things are moving forward. There will be a scare event. There will be a World War III looking event. It's going to involve Taiwan. It's going to involve China. It's going to involve North Korea. Probably, we'll be finding out the truth about Ukraine. Ukraine was really defeated quite squarely. And this was the last real stronghold, I believe, of the deep state Illuminati forces. So with that gone, they have some strongholds possibly in Taiwan. I believe, I'm hoping at least, that all the black sites, all the munition sites for the biological things, I don't want to, say it in a more clear way, but you can see what I'm saying when they come to like developing certain medical things, that I'm hoping that all those laboratories have been destroyed. The infrastructure in those laboratories has been destroyed. But we're coming into this final days of this really great awakening. And what does that mean? It means that people are going to awaken to what's really been going on the planet. Now, in order to awaken people, we're going to go through a near-death civilization scare event. That, I believe, will be World War III. Again, the nukes have already been neutralized by the technologies that we have on the planet. So we don't have to really worry. This is a staged event. This is a kind of like a play, a living play being played out by military intelligence, the good guys. We call them the white hats, the Space Force. And I just want to give like a possible timeline of how this is going to come down. Now, I think very soon we're going to be faced with the scare event, with this nuclear standoff between Taiwan and China. It could play out in different ways. But I think everything is pretty clear. At the same time, we're going to be facing a financial event that's going to be colossal. Could be the complete crash of the stock market. There are many different things how this could take place, but I don't think this is going to be a slow walkout. It is a controlled demolition, so things will happen under control. But we're going to deal first with the scare event. Then we'll go through a crash. The D class is really coming. I don't think, they used to say crash then D class. If that is true, the crash in a sense has already taken place, because the information about what went on in the island in the Caribbean, and about how all these people, about all the elites, are connected by some very interesting and sinister and horrific activities that connects them all. And this is going to be exposed in a grand scale. And even in like Congress and Senate, this will be like Watergate on steroids. So we're going to find out things in testimonies quite soon that will, really rock your world. But as this is unfolding, we will reach a point when things are somewhat out of control. They appear to be out of control. And it appears as though everything is really falling apart, when in actuality, things are falling up, coalescing in a beautiful way. And we're heading for the new age, the age of Mashiach. But it's going to look like there's going to be there's going to be a scare event. There's going to be a crash. There's going to be continual information coming out. And then eventually, at some point, the military will declare martial law. I mean, I don't know what events actually will trigger this, but it could be the nuclear scare event. They'll say, you got to go in your houses. There will be an emergency alert system, or I mean, it was called the emergency broadcasting system. Now it's called the emergency alert system. This will sound off, and you'll have a few hours to go back into your house. Hopefully, you'll have some food. You have some food stored up, for a couple days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, maybe 13 days. I don't know. But you should have a little bit of food stored in your house anyway, and water, or a good source of water, or a way to filter water. But we will be sequestered in a house. And during this time, the emergency alert system will be finding a way. Now, there's a bit of a question as to whether this is going to be a very deep galactic event, whether we will actually be going from 3 dimensions to 5 dimensions, or if this is going to be more of a political event. I tend to think it's going to be a little bit of both. I think this is going to be a chance. We're going to be in our houses. We're going to be listening to these 3 8-hour movies about what's been going on with the elites, with the little ones, with the laundering. All these things are going to be exposed completely. This will lead into the trials, the tribunals, where we're going to see a lot of very elite people on trial, and they're going to be confessing their sins. We're going to see videos probably about some of the things they've been doing, and this will freak out the world. Really, it'll wake up people who think this is like a normal world. People who are still paying taxes. People who are still believe the Matrix exist. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay your taxes, but I think very soon we're going to find out. Like, one of the things they're accusing Mr. T of is evading taxes. And I saw an information source that said that there's not it's a no it's not going anywhere because taxes are illegal. This came from a private organization, the Fed. But that's another thing. I just want to go through the basic timeline of how I think things are going to play out. I think we will have this emergency alert system. We will be listening to these 3 8-hour movies. We will be listening to tribunals from all these horrific players, and all the deeds and all the things that they have done to the little ones, and in terms of trafficking and this kind of thing, will definitely wake up whatever world is still left sleeping. Some people won't be able to face the truth, but the truth will be coming forward very soon. Now, during this time, when they say the 10 days of darkness, what does that mean? It means that the internet will be shut down during this period, and a new internet is being installed that will be based on the Starlink satellite system. A new quantum financial system will be installed, and this will be based on computing and blockchain technology that goes way beyond. We will not be victimized by these banks, by these credit cards. I mean, I saw an interesting post said that these people who are trillions of dollars in debt are giving us a credit score. Really? You know, one other interesting point that I want to share is from Benjamin Fulford. He said that whenever they say that one of the elites is being that there's some information about corruption, that they're all corrupt. When they say that the information is coming forth, that means they're about to be removed from their position. Could be they're going to Gitmo. Could be they're going to be replaced by actors. I mean, I think that's the case of the so-called president. I think he was replaced a long time ago. It's not the same man. It's not the same criminal. The criminal was already, according to my sources, executed. But we're going to go through these 10 days of darkness where the internet will basically be exchanged, and we'll be on a new quantum financial system. And really, so if you have money in the bank, I would say just relax, don't freak out. I mean, if you were investing in silver and gold and XLM and XRP and Algorand and all these things, XDC, during this time, I think that's great. In case that you have not, I don't think you're going to really miss out, because once the quantum financial system is rolled out, we're not going to worry about money anymore. We're getting rid of this whole layer of banksters, of thieves and major criminals who have been running the world in terms of, they take They put us into credit card slavery. They put us into debt slavery. They put us into education slavery, medical slavery, pharmaceutical slavery, energy slavery. You can see what they did with the energy. But during this time period, it's quite possible that we will be resetting or beginning to shift into 0 point energy. So we will not have to worry so much about paying this ridiculous hidden tax for the energy supply, which really brings down your IRA. You don't have to worry, man. Everything is covered. From what I understand, the quantum financial system has been mirroring all your actions every time you did a transaction. It was caught by the by Star Force, by the Space Force, and by the quantum financial system. So once the old system is completely destroyed and moved, the new system will click into place. If you know any bankers who are really on the inside, they won't be able to tell you, but they might smile if you ask them if things are about to change in a big way. So it's not a time to be afraid. It's a time of celebration that humanity, as one humanity, is finally being liberated. We're seeing that it's not about wars. It's not about countries. It's not about Arabs and Israelis or any of this nonsense. It's about people against the deep state Illuminati, really reptilians, really off planet, somewhat off planet Orions and Greys and Nebu, whatever you want to call them. I mean, these guys have been really deceiving humanity for thousands of years through an energy called Moilech, which is in Leviticus in the Bible, through Amalek, through the demon of doubt. But we're coming to the end of it. When the EBS does sound out, when the actually emergency alert system does come out, it is quite possible that it'll be in a way that's kind of beyond what we understand as technology. It could be holographic, it could be otherworldly kind of communication that we will receive, and in the end we will be moving from 3D, from three dimensions, from the first space, from the intellect space into 5D, and we will come more in the way of light bodies. The third temple will be rebuilt in that it will come down from space as a complete entity, as a star system, and this will really kick into place the new age, the age of Mashiach, of Messiah. Nothing can stop what's coming. Where we go on, we go. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Enjoy the ride, and you don't need to really be afraid. You and your family do not need to be afraid. You understand what's going on. This is going to be a huge movie to wake up the world, and the world will wake up, and the world will march forth together arm in arm, because human beings are gentle, loving, decent creatures. Don't think, just try to stay out of the critical space where you're saying, well, I don't like this guy for this, or I feel shame because I did that. I mean, forget about it, man. Don't criticize yourself. Don't criticize others. Try to feel the love. Try to stay out of the fear space. Try to stay out of your intellect that confuses you, that is designed to confuse you, and come into your heart space, come into your godly mind, where you are connected directly to source. You do not have to worry, man. Human beings are connected directly to the source of all things. May the force be with you. May God bless and protect you. Enjoy the ride, guys. And let's get out there with a big smile and rock the world.